Hi guys, welcome to this video. So I'm trying to get my mojo back for working with styrene, and with the new Necromunda release coming out, I thought it'd be a brilliant opportunity to build some terrain. Right, so I also got this question on, I think it was on one of my old videos, or potentially Instagram or something like that. I got a comment basically asking me if I'm going to be doing any more sort of work with styrene and also scenery and things. So I decided that I'd already done this here. Now this is work with some plastic card. It's embossed, so the shapes that you're seeing on top here are actually details that are on the actual piece of styrene. It's just a really simple piece of styrene that I've reinforced there, and I'm thinking this would be perfect to make an actual walkway system. And I'm thinking I've always wanted to do something that goes on a wall, which is a vertical piece of a vertical board basically. So you don't have a flat board with things built up on top of it, you literally just have a flat surface. And now I'm thinking of having it go flat and then curve in on the edges. That'll do two things. One, it'll allow the people on the sides here to see across and shoot across, which I think would be pretty cool. And it also makes it look like almost a hexagonal walls of the inside of some kind of vent chamber. So the idea is they're fighting along these sides, and some of the bits will jut out, and of course if you fall off a tower and there's no jutty out bit below, you're just going to fall straight down and be out of the game. So I kind of like the idea of that. Now I'm not sure if this is going to show up on camera, on this camera at least, so I'm going to have to switch to the other camera to show you guys my idea. So this is it here. Now it looks a little bit rickety at this point, but this is just basically me testing out, seeing what's possible. I got these little supports on the bottom here. So this is just really thin plastic card. I need to, well, from building this, I think what I've realised is I need to use thicker plastic card here. Probably the 1mm that I'm using for the backing board that I'm working with. The general idea I was thinking is I would have the walkways, so they all come apart. In fact, I'll show you here. So this bit comes off. It's just friction fitted, and then these bits are the same. There's two of them here. They come off completely, and then I was thinking I would put something down the sides here to basically stiffen them up a bit, and the whole thing would come apart, and even this bit here comes apart into two bits. As you can see there, I've dropped one piece on the floor, and I'm not going to pick it up. But I'm almost thinking that maybe I have some A4. I have an A4 backing sheet with maybe 3 levels on each, and I use that as my backing, and then I can actually glue everything on except for maybe the stairs and things, and then I can use that as my modularity. So each A4 sheet has a different layout of walkways. The walkways are at set heights, so they all join up on the edges, and so I can switch around the order that these pieces are in. Sorry, I'm just waving around bits of thing here. I can switch around the order that the sheets are to make different tables, or walls if you will. I'm just going to put this back together again because I want to show you how it all looks. You can just remember how it goes. Here we go. Sorry. There we go. So if I can figure out which bit went where. That bit on the bottom, this bit on the top. Now you'd think that looks quite flimsy, that, doesn't it? You wouldn't think that would be able to support much. I'm just going to keep it like that and put one of these fellas on top. See, it does bow a little, but as soon as you add this here, I can just put it on. It stiffens the whole thing out a lot more, and you can start piling on lots of these miniatures. I need to get it flat if I can. So let me zoom out a little. There we go. So you can see it's holding 2 metal miniatures. Another one there. Another one on top. No problem at all. So it's got the strength, and of course I'll be using thicker styrene as well. This is a bit of a mess, isn't it? This video. I'm all over the shop. But yeah, I tried to get a video out to you guys because I'm thinking this is a pretty cool idea, and wanted to get the concept on video and do a little bit of committing to it so that I can then basically go ahead and make it. So let me know what you think. Like I say, this is the kind of detail that I'm going to have going on both the backing piece here and also on the tops of these, maybe on the bottoms as well. I need to do some better work with the supports. These here, I'll be making ladders. So they look like this. And I'm also thinking of having some way of attaching a staircase to the side there. So say one piece attaches here, another piece attaches up there, and then there's steps going down. And of course each step you'll be able to slot your base into, so your model will be able to be halfway up the stairs. I'm also thinking of making the ladders wide enough so that bases can be slotted in. Whether people would trust that, I'm not sure. That's an option I'm going for. So that's basically what I was hoping to achieve with this Necromunda table. And I've always really liked the idea of having a vertical table rather than one which sits on an actual table. And I think by using the machine I've got to make this sort of detail, in fact this can do a lot better than this size, along with having lots of thin walkways, again with detailing down the side to brace them and make them a little bit stiffer as well. I think it'll look awesome, and I'll be able to fit a lot on. So if you imagine on this A4 piece of paper, piece of styrene, I might be able to get 3 levels on here, and be able to fit the miniatures in between, even tall miniatures. I actually tested the distance here with some pretty big orcs like these fellas here. These are actually the Shadespire miniatures, and they're actually fairly big, and there's still a lot of room to play around with. So obviously this one's probably a bit bigger. There we go. So even a really tall one like that with his axe right up in the air fits perfectly. If you just compare that to the big Delac fella, there you go. That shows you the difference in size. But yeah, let me know what you think of the idea. If you've got any suggestions on what I can do. I think once all the detailing's on everything like this, it's going to look absolutely brilliant. And with it being such a dense level, or such a dense sort of thing going on, I wouldn't need a very big table to make it playable for full-size gangs as well, which is something I wanted to achieve in doing this. Right, sorry for the rambling during this video. I've had a little bit of time off making videos, and I just wanted to get back into it, and my brain's all over the place. So I'm very much a scatterbrain at the moment. So if the video has been completely incoherent, I apologise. Hopefully it's made some sense and you can see what my plans are, and hopefully you can get excited about it as I am and join me on the journey of turning one of these walls into probably a permanent table with miniatures on it. I can even use it for displaying all sorts of miniatures on as well, which should be pretty cool. Right then, thank you very much for watching. Keep up with me in between videos over here, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.